We're live.
Yes, only a minute late. We were only a minute late, and it was technical difficulties. It wasn't drag queen difficulties. It was definitely technical difficulties. All right. No, it was
Drag
running good.
queens are always difficult.
Oh, yeah. I give you a rough time. Yeah. Oh boy, we had a waiting room out there, didn't we?
We
We had
did. We
looks
did.
like Kenny was the first one to join in, then Big J, and then Stacy from California, and Bridget from Illinois. Hello, Bridget. Yes. Big J Entertainment. Malta Scott from New York. Nice seeing you again, Scott.
He
All
is
right.
here, and it's okay because he's here.
Yeah, and Josh Pittman from Newfoundland. Yeah, and I saw Leah here from Newfoundland. Oh my gosh, it's a lot going on there. Thank you so much. Everyone else join it. And Chrissy B from Ohio. So already we have Ohio, Illinois, New York, Vermont, Newfoundland, and Illinois joining us tonight. That's great. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Let us know where you're coming from.
And the
we'd like to
Florida
know.
Keys.
There's Jessica. Jessica, I'm sorry I didn't get to see you before you left. Jessica was in
Oh.
town last week. Well, I saw her on Sunday, but we didn't get
Okay.
to see each other again. But so good to see you, and you look great, and that's good things are happening to her down in the Key West. I have to go down and visit her soon. That'd be fun. That would be fun. Yes. So we had add Florida to the map here. You know, if you were a bustier of Amber Live, you would have special glasses that you could read my map here, where I point out where everybody is calling in now. So
Just
right.
ask Malta Scott. He has the special glass.
He knows the secret words that I'm pointing to back there.
And if you want to know about the special glasses, Amber's got a number of them. She's got one
yeah.
right there.
Yes. It's a good one tonight.
Oh, good.
Yep, California. Oh, I forgot the California. Of course, Stacy. Yes, California. We got California's way
I'll
over
give you
there.
the full screen to see.
Right there. California's over here. Okay. Then we've got Vermont up here, and then we've got New York just over there, and Florida down there. Oh my gosh, and Illinois right about there. Ohio just right there. Oh, so good to have you all to point you out on my map. Thank you. Yes. All right. So what's the weather like there in New York, Russell?
Hot and sunny.
Yeah.
So it was 91 here today.
Yes. Today was our second day in the 90s, and with 3 days in the 90s, that's officially a heat wave. We're
Is it only
having a
3?
heat wave. Yes.
Are you going to go for it tomorrow?
Oh yeah. Tomorrow's going to be the hottest day.
Oh no.
Yes. You know, I really don't mind the heat. It's when the sun is beating down. I don't mind. I don't mind the heat, but it's when that
it was at a 4th of July up by West Point, and I got stuck sort of out in the sun talking to a bunch of people, and my friend Charlie was there, and we were talking, and there were a couple other people I knew, and there was a moment, and I looked at Charlie. I'm like, do you want a water or an Italian ice? And he said, no. And I said, I'm going to go get one. And I went and I got a really delicious Italian ice, but I went and stood under a tree. I'm like, this is stupid to stand in the sun because it was just way too hot.
Yeah, no, I don't mind the heat. It's just that you can feel your skin burning, it's frying off. Yeah. Well, you know what I hear, Scott? It's not the heat, it's the stupidity. That's what I've heard.
It seems like where there's a lot of heat, there's often a lot of stupidity.
Oh my gosh. Oh, Russell, remember that Labor Day weekend we spent down in New Orleans for
dying. Southern Decadence.
And it was too. Oh my gosh, it was just hot. It was right after a hurricane, and so it was just humid as could be and hot, and all these strong men walking around without shirts on and skimpy shorts. It was indecent. It was totally indecent. It was decadent.
All you did for days was sweat. Like sleeping in sweat, waking in sweat. If any of your clothes got wet and you hung them up to dry, they never dried.
No. Well, I had to stay hydrated because I kept drooling. You know, I was looking at all those men. All right. Oh, what did I do for the 4th? Oh, we're going to talk about the 4th later on when our guest comes on. So, Bridget, hold that thought. We'll put that in the parking lot, and we'll talk about that later. Okay.
All right. Then you got the other question.
I knew this was coming. So, well, this week, a friend. Yes, I have friends. Gave me some garlic scapes. Do you know what garlic scapes are? Some people don't know, but
they've become a big thing recently.
Yeah, and so I said, "What the heck am I going to do with these garlic scapes?" And so I chopped some up for a salad. It was very garlicky, which I love garlic. And but if you cook them, they don't. The garlic doesn't transfer well. So I got online, and it said scape pesto.
Ooh.
So I made pesto yesterday. I started chopping. I go, no, this chopping is not going to do it.
Now you got to have a blender or a food processor.
Well, what I have is a coffee ground grinder. I washed it out. It worked great.
Okay.
You know, I chop it in small pieces, then put it in there, and get a little gummy. But I put it in the bowl. Then I did the pine nuts. You know, you got to do the pine nuts. So I grinded them up, put them in, and then the Paragona cheese, Italian cheese. It's a hard cheese.
Yeah, often it's just Parmesan, but
this was
you can do different things.
This was, like I said, Paragoni, something like that, but it was very hard cheese. So I had to really cut and blend and grind and stuff. Then I had this garlic infused olive oil that I mixed with it, and I let it set. And so tonight I had it over pasta. Oh my God, was that good? I'm going to have to make some more of that because it was relatively simple and it was just really good. I had that with the pasta and steamed vegetables and some pork. You know, put a little piece of pork in the air fryer, and it was a good meal. Although I love the steamed vegetables. That was very good. And it was a nice dinner. Well, so how about you, Russell? What'd you have?
Jack and I had leftovers before I went away. He was here and we did taco night. And so basically today I refreshed the vegetables with some new ones. And then we had taco night again because we still had meat and beans and stuff to eat up. So that was tonight. It was good. Joanne O'Brien had salad.
I had a big salad for lunch, and chicken gumbo is a special where I work on Wednesday. I always have a cup of chicken gumbo.
I think you've mentioned that before.
Yes, it's Wednesday. I get my gumbo. Jessica says, "Yep, that works for pesto." Anybody else make pesto? What do you use? I know basil is the common thing, but I think anything green or
I mean basil and some cheese, some different kinds of nuts. Lucy Bell uses pecans, toasted pecans, which I've done, and it's very tasty.
Oh, okay, that would add a little different taste.
Yep. You can swap it out, but I have some pine nuts are so expensive though. That's
But I do like the
but
taste.
It's nice to make up a big batch and freeze pesto.
Yeah. I will do more work. Poppy and I went to my parents' house for supper to celebrate their 26th wedding anniversary. We had Chinese food and carrot cake. Did you make the carrot cake, Leah?
All
right, your nummies?
Before you look, what do you think Big J had?
Bagel bites.
Ta-da! And Bridget had pizza.
All right.
Before you look, Kenny went out to dinner with the wife and kids. Where did he go?
Olive Garden.
No. Close. Applebee's.
Well, good for you, Kenny, taking your kids out. That's great. Leftover hamburger from last night's dinner tonight. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Eat that meat, Stacy. You go right ahead. And Malta had a quinoa. Oh, yeah, salad. But to counteract the healthy, I made barbecue baby back ribs. Baby back. Yep. My doctor said my cholesterol was edging up, and part of it was because I ate a lot of pasta. And so tonight I said I had pasta for dinner tonight. That's the first time in like a month that I've had pasta. But I didn't know what else to put the pesto on. And
It makes a great spread on sandwiches.
yeah,
The right
yeah.
sandwich.
And I said grilled some chicken, with it,
Yep.
but I didn't have any of that, so I said I'm going to make some pasta. But anyway, I switched to quinoa and rice for instead of pasta the past several weeks, and yeah, quinoa. Now, Scott, do you rinse your quinoa before you make it? It says to rinse, and I don't know what that does, what you're getting rid of.
Dirt.
Are you? You think this mouth hasn't had dirt in it?
Yeah. So many years ago, my brother had a beer that was supposed to be some, I don't know, like vegetarian. Actually, no, it was a gluten-free beer of some kind. And he was reading the ingredients, and he goes, "It's got quinoa in it." And I was like, "You mean quinoa?" And of course, then I was the snob because you know how to pronounce. He's like, "Ew, quinoa," and I'm like, "Well, that's how you pronounce it. If you want to go around sounding like an idiot."
Yeah, but I hear that that is basically a primary food source for people in South America,
And it's become a problem.
and yeah, because we Americans, we want it now, and I don't know if it's grown in the United States or not.
I don't know. I don't know. So our friend Derek had pizza rolls.
Pizza rolls. Oh, I see a theme here.
Yep, yep.
Yeah.
The big J must be catching on there. Although I like Ron's answer, Catfish Po' Boy.
Oh. I think that's his drag name is Catfish Po' Boy.
That should be Catfish Po' Girl.
Catfish Po' Boy. Ooh.
Leah
Lucy
says,
Bell would like that.
Yes. Mom bought it from the store, but she's making funfetti cookies for a barbecue tomorrow.
Very cool. All right. I bet you they're good. Bet you it smells good in her kitchen.
Oh, and Malta Scott says yes, and good luck with the colander. It doesn't run through.
Yeah. So, but again, I have a strainer. Is that what you use?
You probably have to use this like a mesh strainer.
Mesh. Yeah. Mesh.
Yeah, I have one of those in my kitchen, and it's really once in a while. There's just certain things that you can't do in a colander, and the strainer works really well.
Yeah.
Or if you're washing rice, that's what I use it for too.
So you wash your rice before you make it?
For depending on what you're doing with it, sometimes you're supposed to. It affects how sticky it is.
Okay.
So, and let's see. So, Jamie says hi.
Well, hi, Jamie.
And Flower Fan is here.
Oh, Flower Fan. Hello. Good to see you again.
Hello. And then Kenny says he has some bad news.
Uh-oh.
He doesn't know if you guys heard about something on the news. But I don't know what yet. So
I don't know. Was it your cocaine in the White House, Kenny?
No.
Is that what you're telling us? That you left cocaine in the White House?
Oh, Jamie says, I'm new to this.
Hi, Jamie. Where are you from, Jamie? I wasn't sure. So we only meet once a month, and my month-long memory is a little deft right now.
Oh.
Okay. Josh says, do you know why you always toss salad? Because it's always dressing. Okay. When was the last time you tossed salad, Russell?
I didn't have any over the 4th of July. We didn't do salad. We did pizza with lots of veggies on it. Charlie got a new outdoor pizza oven for Christmas. And so we fired that up, and we're still learning.
Is it wood? Wood?
No, this one's gas. It's the same company that does the wood ones. But Leah says she needs coffee. It's going to be an all-night job making the cookies. And Kenny says one of his co-workers went to the Bolton potholes to go swim.
Oh, yeah. Someone drowned at the potholes yesterday.
That's one of Kenny's co-workers.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Kenny. No, that happens down there,
Is that like the gorge?
Yeah.
Similar kind of place?
Yeah.
Yeah. You have to, if they tell you not to go swimming, there's a reason they tell you not to go swimming there.
That's why I stay in the woods,
That's why. Yeah, that's why.
Jamie, Maryland. We're in Maryland. Let's see. We're in Maryland. Is it Baltimore? Or are you in the western part of
Out
Maryland?
with the Blair Witch.
Yeah, yeah. I was born in the western part of Maryland. I missed the chat. Well, thank you, Bridget. I appreciate that. That's it's just it's a lot of work with what we do. We're putting a lot more effort into our Sunday shows, and so that takes a little time away. And it's
But we
but
like
we.
to check in once a month.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, we're family. We are Amber's crew. We're Amber's crew.
Yes.
Where's the Buck Bunch?
Yeah, where is the Buck
Where's the Buck Bunch?
I don't know. Somebody call them.
From Lorain, Ohio, formerly of Elyria, Ohio.
Yeah.
Yes. All right.
Is it Damascus?
Where's Damascus? I'm not sure. Is that?
Check your map, Amber.
Oh, well, no, it just has the outline of the states. It doesn't have this. Yeah. Russell, if you had your glasses on, you'd know that.
Damascus, Maryland. Let's see if we can find a map. Not a good map. Near Mount Airy. Does that help you, Amber?
Mount Airy sounds like it's in North Carolina. Mount Airy.
Let's see.
And I just want to back up when Malta Scott didn't think we knew how to pronounce quinoa. Scott, give us credit here.
Well, you have been trapped in a basement for a while, Amber, so you never know.
But it's kind of cool down here in my basement in the old north end of Burlington, Vermont.
It is.
Yeah, no breeze, but it's pretty nice.
All right, so Damascus, can you see that?
Yeah.
So see Baltimore there, and Damascus is a bit inland.
Yeah, it's a bit inland. So, what's the political climate there, Jamie?
That's a good question.
Okay.
Quinoa.
Oh, we're having fun. We're having fun, Scott. Stacy says, I'm okay. Last Friday, my best friend went on hospice, so I'm taking it really hard. That can be tough. I've had a few friends go that route, but you know what's good? You have that time, with them. It's not sudden, like, oh my gosh, they're gone. You've got some time with them, so appreciate that, Stacy.
Yep.
Appreciate that.
Spend a little time with them.
Yeah.
If you can.
Talk about memories. If you have any little trinket that reminds you of them, take that along. Yeah, they'd appreciate that. All right. All right. Derek says, I'd love to see Frank Cermak on Sunday. Who or what is a Frank Cermak?
I think Frank Cermak, if I'm right, I think Two Toads has sent us some links to him. I think he's an actor who's on TikTok, and I haven't had a chance to track him down.
Yeah.
But Two Toads, remind me again, and I will go do that.
Yeah. So let's see. So what do you think of your regular fans of the Sunday show? What do you think of some of the guests we've had recently? Do you have any comments on them? Some you really liked? Some you think you'd like to see back? Let us know. We need feedback. Okay. I'm just here in my basement. Russell's in his apartment, and we don't get out much. So we need to hear from you. So tell us what you think. I went to Reno Monday and did just that. Spent time laughing with him and talking about that's it. You're very fortunate to have that time together, Stacy, because we know that could just stop right now. Yeah. Oh, high school is famous. Drafted by NFL name Brian Brees. I go in the locker room and see him. More about Provincetown and places to go there. Well, yeah. Did you like the Provincetown show last week? I tell you, I love talking to all three of those performers. They just had so much to say and had different approaches to things, gave different views, and they're just. It's really interesting the different types of drag that was represented on that show. So thank you, Bridget. I'm glad you liked it. I'm glad you like it. Okay, who's the guest this week? Russell, tell who's the guest this week.
We have two guests this week.
Yes.
We have Josh Edlow, who is a lawyer, a Mormon, a professional wrestler, a father, just a fascinating character who interviewed Amber on his show. And now Amber is returning the favor and interviewing him. And I think you're going to enjoy it because he is fascinating to listen to the stuff.
Yeah.
And he's got a great point of view, I think, about meeting people and different
Talking.
cultures, different ideas. Yep. And then the other one is
Juicy Garland.
Juicy Garland, thank you. Who recently, we had her on the show before when she had some trouble with the Proud Boys in New Hampshire at one of her events, Drag Queen Story Hour. And a few weeks ago, she had a Drag Queen Story Hour again, and they showed up outside the windows doing Nazi salutes and chanting.
Frightening. We showed it on our news briefs one night.
But we'll show it again, and you'll get to hear firsthand from her what happened. So it'll be a good show.
Yeah, just it's very sad that it's still going on.
And then this week, a little teaser, Amber's interviewing a pole dancer.
Yeah, not a pole dancer. The
pole dancer,
the president of PoleCon, the International Pole Dancing Convention.
So that'll be, and she's got a good story to tell too.
Oh yeah,
so it'll be a good show.
Because they canceled. They were supposed to be have their convention in Florida next year, but they said nope, we're not going to Florida. And so we'll talk about that. We recorded that, or we're going to record it this week, but. We mentioned her in a news brief a couple weeks ago. So, yeah, Russell does a great job of getting those guests in here.
It's a lot of work, but if any of you have good ideas, and like Frank Cermak, let us know, and we will send him emails and see if we can get him on.
So Russell, Kenny's been too busy to watch on Sundays. Wow. What can you possibly do?
Well, Kenny, you can watch any day of the week. Amber is on YouTube and stays there, so you can go into their YouTube account and just watch the show when you have time. You can watch it on Monday morning when you're supposed to be working. You can watch it on Thursday afternoon if you like.
Or when you're at a fire. This fire is boring. I'm going to watch Amber. You can do that, Kenny.
Isn't Amber? Isn't Kenny the fire chief now?
Yeah, so Kenny, you can do whatever you want. All right, so just do it. Just say, hey, you guys go do some drills. Slide down the pole. I'm going to watch Amber. That's what you tell him. I was upset on Sunday night because Amtrak canceled the Adirondack line. It goes from Rensselaer, New York, to here in Saratoga, Ticonderoga, Plaza, and Montreal. Yes. I mean, a couple of weeks ago, they made this big deal that the train was going to go from Plattsburgh to Montreal. And then I think it was blame Canada. I believe it really was something about Canada that didn't work.
So Big J came on. Isn't the other line the Ethan Allen?
That's the long way around.
That's the long one. What's the new one then that goes?
I think it's the Vermonter.
No, I thought the Vermonter was the long one.
I don't know.
Yeah, there is one Malta Scott that goes from Burlington down to New York City, and I think it goes through. Maybe it doesn't go to Rensselaer.
Albany.
It definitely goes to Albany. And is it Schenectady that it goes to then?
No, it doesn't go that far.
I forget. We could look it up. Such interesting times we have.
Yes. Here. All right. Lately, Bridget, I've been watching Taskmaster, a British show where comedians compete in funny challenges like painting a horse while riding one. Since I'm not in the UK, I watch it on YouTube. That sounds like fun. All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
the Ethan Allen line includes Rensselaer, Croton-on-Hudson, Fort Edward, Hudson, New York, the Moynihan train station, Poughkeepsie, Schenectady,
Oh my
Yonkers.
God, we got to go through Poughkeepsie.
Yeah, you got to go through Poughkeepsie. And then
Oh,
in Burlington, it's got Ferrisburg, Rutland, Middlebury, Castleton, and Burlington.
yeah, yeah. Well, I'll be taking that train in less than a month with Ron Gephardt, and right now
Woohoo!
he's watching Mrs. Maisel before starting season 5. Season 5 is great.
It is.
It's just those characters, the sets, the costumes, everything. That's a great show. That's a great show. Um, I read either. Yes, yes, Big J did. Yes, he gave a great report about that. Yeah. Hmm. Yes, but do you know why it's called Ethan Allen, Stacy, being out in California? Yeah. I've been watching the second season of Somebody Somewhere. I think I only have 1 or 2 episodes left. It's a nice little show. A woman uh, moves back to Kansas to take care of her dying sister. The show begins like a year after the sister has died, and this woman's still stuck in Kansas. And just how she meets up with some high school friends, some new people in town, and they're not pretty people. I mean, they're not gorgeous people. They're just very plain, ordinary people. So it's very interesting to watch their interactions. It's funny, it's quirky. Episodes are only like a half hour long, so it's a nice watch. It's a very nice watch. So The Bear. I haven't watched season 2 of The Bear yet.
I couldn't get through season 1. It was too stressful.
And they call it a comedy. It's a comedy.
I know. I could see it was well done. I could see why people would enjoy it, but I was just like, I can't take these people yelling at each other. Like,
I know. I said, well, come on, do more, do something else.
yeah. And I know that's how kitchens are, but
Yeah.
which is why I'm glad I never worked in one.
Oh, I worked at a pizza place. One of my first jobs at 16 years old. Oh, I burnt my hands in the oven.
Oh God!
You burn your hand and you go stick it in the bucket of dough in the freezer.
Right. And then you make the dough into a pizza.
It was the 70s.
Right. And that's why diseases were spread back then. So
I'm
Amber,
still here.
have you ever done drag queen story hour?
No, I haven't. That's I was asked to, and I said no because they really are. There's a national organization of this, and they have training for people to do it. And I hadn't gone through the training, and I've watched some. I go, that's just not my style of entertainment. I'm afraid I'd be reading the books to the kids, and all of a sudden I'd start talking to the daddies. That's
Plus, Amber's dear departed sister had a saying, and I think it works for Amber too. Would you like to tell us, Amber?
Oh, go ahead.
She really loves children. Well done.
Medium rare.
Oh, medium rare, is that it?
But I just didn't. It's not me. That's if you watch like last Sunday's show with the 3 different drag queens, they each had a different style of how they performed, and that's drag queen story hour is not my style.
And Amber would just get herself into trouble.
Oh, I would. They'd be closed down.
And see, and that's the thing, though. You know the difference. You know that's not your thing, and you're not going to go do it.
Yeah, like I said, I got offered some coin to do it, and I said no.
You let people who love kids go do it and deal with, and that's great.
No, Emoji Nightmare, a former guest and a contributor to Amber Live, she does a wonderful thing. She teaches them sign language. They sing a song. They read a book. It's very nice, and that's good for her. It's not good for me. Use what you got, and I ain't got that.
Malta Scott wants to use what he's got. I just hold up my Kindle. So Amber, now here's an offer for you.
Uh-oh.
Leah wants to know if you're coming to Gander this summer to see Come From Away.
No, it's coming to Burlington in January, and I'm going to see it then.
You don't want to go see it where it happened?
Oh, Leah, get your tickets. If you haven't got them, get them. I don't care how much they cost. Get your tickets. It's a beautiful show. She
says she's going.
Oh, good. No, it's beautiful. Okay, I'm behind on comments here. Yep, a pole dancing convention. Yes, Google PoleCon, Polecon. We mentioned it last week in News Briefs or 2 weeks ago.
I think last week.
Yeah, but no.
Yeah, and we have Colleen Jolly, the president, coming.
Yeah.
That'll be in 2 weeks probably.
Yeah. Miss Richfield, yep, she's one of my favorite people too. It's great.
She is funny.
Uh-huh. Okay. All right. Let's see. We've talked about what are you watching? Anybody else watching any interesting shows that we should? I did see the Indiana Jones and the blah 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 blah. I forget what it was. It was interesting, but the opening scene is a young Indiana Jones, like the original, and so it's the current Harrison Ford with this AI or whatever you call it, young face, but he's moving around like an older man, and his voice is a little, and so that was very disconcerting. That was very, but then it jumps ahead to the 60s. And where he's his present age. And so then that was more believable. But a lot of it, the plot, I get, all of a sudden they're here, and then all of a sudden they're there, in a different country, and all of a sudden they're all there. How did that happen?
The magic of cinema.
Yeah. What did it say? It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad enough to be bad or good enough to be good or something like that. I saw a review.
Look who found us.
Ronnie Lopez. Oh my gosh.
Hi, Ronnie. Long time no see.
Yes, Ronnie. Good job. I think the first time I, as Bob, met Ronnie was back in 89. We did the Larry Gelbart play. Oh, and now I can't think of it. Darn, it's one of my favorite ones. Lord Gelbart, who wrote Match. Come on, Ronnie, what was the name of the play? We did it out in Stowe for the Vermont Rep.
I know. I think the first time I probably really met her was at an audition for Shakespeare by the Lake. And, do I have a story about that audition? Sly Fox, she said.
Sly, yes.
So, Ronnie, I don't know if you know this, but when I went to audition for Shakespeare by the Lake, and I think you were doing it out at the cable station where the auditions were being held, and I drove out there very nervous. I went in, terrified, did the audition, walked out, got to my car, and not only were my keys locked in the car, but the car was running. That's how nervous I was to audition. Luckily, I kept a spare key in my wallet, so I pulled it out and opened the door and got in and drove home. But then I got a part. Actually, I got, as Russ used to say, the director, I think he said, I had more stage time than anyone in the show because I had so many little parts in the show. All I would do would be run off stage, change costume, and run back on for the next moment. And Ronnie wrote, "Can you hear me laughing?" Oh, it was a great moment, a good memory, and a great show. That was so much fun.
So where did they perform that, Russell?
They put a big tent up down at the waterfront.
Really?
And we did, I don't remember how many show performances. And it was As You Like It. And
Oh,
my biggest part was Charles the wrestler, but then I was like one of the henchmen. I was one of the guards. I was at the wedding at the end. And the other thing that happened to that, and I'll never forget, there was this scene, and due to the blocking, I had one line in this wedding scene, and it was sort of a throwaway line anyway. And due to the blocking, I ended up way in the back and had like no connection to the actors up front, and they said their lines, and I had to say this line from way in the back, and it just like it never felt right. I just couldn't make it work because there was no connection. I was too far away, and all of a sudden I'm just shouting this out. And I think the director said something to me, and I'm like, give the line to somebody else. And he's like, I've never seen an actor give up a line so fast. And I'm like, it's not working. I can tell it's not working. Like, get rid of it. Like, make it work.
That must have been before they really did anything at the waterfront.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot going on down there. It was a big deal. And the tent was huge. It was a huge tent.
All right, Stacy is watching Outlander. I've never watched any Outlander. I don't know. Let's see. And Leah says, I would miss the chance to see Beautiful Story Where It Happened. Yes. Also, my best friends Peter and Evan are in it. Oh my gosh. Peter is playing the mayor. Evan is the musical directing. And oh my gosh. You know, I've said I want to be in that show, and the mayor is a good part for me. Not as Amber, but that's but no, I want to be that. All right. Ron just started watching Black Mirror.
Oh, that's a dystopian series. There's some dark stuff in that.
Let's see. Oh, Bridget, I'm sorry if we missed you. Thank you.
Bye, Bridget.
Thank you. Yeah, I can cross Illinois off the map here. You know,
there she goes.
They're gone. They're gone.
Yeah. Somebody new popping in.
Oh, Timmy Malloy. Hi, Timmy. Hello. And there, Dark Hall just watched Highlander and looking for Greystroke now on a Christopher Lambert binge. All right. You know, I don't know either of those shows.
I'm aware of them, but I don't know them. I haven't watched them.
Yeah. All right.
Oh.
The spare key in your wallet, Russell. What a man. I used to do that.
Yeah. Well, nowadays you can't put a spare key in your wallet because there are all those big fobs. Your car won't let you lock it inside the car either.
Yeah. Let's see. Flower Fan wants to see the Barbie movie later this month. Well, this week in News Briefs, I've got a story about the Barbie movie. So you're going to want to watch that. Yeah. This Sunday night, 8 o'clock. Okay. I miss Michael. Yes, Tim, we miss Michael too. There was a wonderful ceremony we had 2 weeks ago, and it's very nice. Thank you, Timmy. Good to hear from you. All right. All right. Leah says she was in a huge tent by a waterfront recently. I saw a tribute to the Bee Gees and ABBA at the Iceberg Alley Performance Tent at Quiddy Lake. It was an amazing show. I bet. Oh, that'd be fun. The Bee Gees and ABBA.
I mean, and at Quiddy Viddy.
Yeah, Quiddy Viddy. I would have been dancing. To that. Let's see. We've talked about food. Hey, Ronnie, what'd you have for dinner? We've already gone through that.
Well, we do have a special guest to come in, although, you know what? I haven't sent him the link yet. I need to do that. So
I guess. I'm surprised we haven't been.
I know he hasn't said anything. He didn't remind me.
Yep. Oh, you pronounced it right. Good job. Quiddy Viddy. What does that mean? That must be no.
Sort of like Vidi Vidi Vici or
yeah. Well, I'm disappointed the Buck Bunch isn't in tonight.
I know. It's always sad when they're not here.
Yes.
But Big J says he's ready.
All right.
I just sent you the link, Big J. So come on in.
And Shilala, we haven't heard from Shilala tonight.
Well, you know, she's been watching on Facebook a lot. but
Yeah.
she still could be sending in messages. People, we get them from other places. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
but we've got a good crowd tonight. Everybody's having
Oh
fun.
yes. Oh yes. Oh my gosh.
People must be happy after the holiday.
Yes. Let's see. We have Newfoundland. Then we have Vermont. We have New York. We had
Maryland.
Florida. Oh yeah, Maryland. That's right, Maryland, Florida, Tennessee. We had Tennessee, Illinois, Ohio, California. Where's Dark from?
Uh, Montana.
Flowerfront from that Flowerfront was Ohio as well. I keep thinking West Virginia and New York. Yeah, New York. Timmy's Vermont. Yes. Very good. Thank you for California. Yes.
Yep.
All right. Let's get rolling with that report.
There we go.
Hey guys, it's me, Big J. Tonight is Amber Chat. I'll be talking about the fireworks in Burlington and the fireworks in Colchester. So make sure to check out amberlive.tv. And I'm also going to talk about me becoming Amber Live president and see what I can come up with. So I'll see you guys there. Much love.
What? Amber Live president. You mean president of my fan club?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. All in favor of Big J being president of the Amber Live fan club, signify by saying yes in the comments.
Yes, please.
And send $50 to Amber Live.
That's nice. This is the kind of happy I need.
Stacey.
Yeah, well, thank you. Thank you. It's happy for me as well. Thank you. I'm glad you're here. Oh, Scott. Oh, we're hearing yes. We're hearing hi. Hi. Yes. Oops. Uh-oh.
Yes, oops.
Yes.
Wrong. Nice.
We got Ronnie and Joanne. Everybody wants you to be president of the fan club. But
so as president, that means you have to come over here and be my bartender. That's
I know.
Yeah, I think so. Kenny says yes. All right.
You'll also have to follow Amber around town and clean up after her.
Yeah. Yeah. You have to pay my bail if I get arrested. You have to pay my bail.
Yep.
Yep. That's what you got to do. Yeah. That's in the job description.
Yep.
All right. So, what did you like about the Burlington fireworks on Monday night?
Oh my God, it was just incredible to watch. And now, as Amber Live president, I really enjoyed seeing those drones flew in different shapes.
Yeah.
And so much fun stuff.
Yeah, the drones. Where I was, I couldn't see the drones. I mean, I could see something, but I couldn't tell what they were. There were trees in the way. But I saw pictures, and they looked fun. They looked fun. Yeah. So, Russell, can you show the video that I sent you?
I will do that in a moment. I haven't done it.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Oh, now it's playing. Give me a second.
All right, give you a second. 1001.
Yeah. Don't make me beat you.
Joanne went to Maine to see her cousins. Very good.
Where did you go in Maine, Joanne? We want to know.
But yes.
Can Poppy be vice president?
That's if I had a vice president, I don't know who would be my vice president.
I think Poppy is a good one, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you fail to perform your tasks, Big J, Poppy's going to step in and take care of it. So.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't want to get dethroned.
No.
Nope.
Or decrowned or
impeached.
Yeah. I don't want that to happen.
There aren't any peaches this year.
Which is
apparently the crop was destroyed.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh, that's too bad.
Yeah, I think Georgia lost 90% of their crop this year.
Ooh. What's your favorite way of eating peaches?
With my mouth.
Yeah. Someone said the other day they love the canned peaches. I go, oh my God. I never liked the canned peaches.
They're okay, but I don't dislike them, but they're nothing like a fresh, juicy, really good peach.
Yeah. And homemade ice cream, homemade peach ice
Ice
cream
cream.
is really, really good. Really, really good.
I also had a wonderful time at the Colchester fireworks. Those were super fun too, and I was streaming live.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
got in a lot of fireworks, and here's Amber's video of the fireworks.
We were right there at the boathouse, so that's a reflection of the lake at the bottom, and so it was really cool to see that.
So,
My boat was on a mooring, so we're out on the lake to see everything.
Yeah,
So, but I got to go into the bow of the boat and check them out up close, which was kind of scary for me at the beginning, but then I was so excited to watch the rest of the show at the end. So.
yeah, cool. All right, peach cobbler. Yep, a good peach cobbler is good. Yeah. Oh, Joanne was in Portland, Maine.
very nice.
Portland, nice.
It's a nice town, city.
Mm-hmm.
And my girlfriend Maddie decided to come down and spend time with me on the 4th.
Yeah, Josh, I saw that. Getting a little serious there.
Oh yeah, I got very excited when she came down.
Mm-hmm. It's very nice.
Yes.
Very nice. So what are you looking forward to the rest of the summer there, Josh?
I'm not quite sure. Definitely getting prepared for a lot of things, so I don't know what's coming up yet, but we had our July celebration, so no what's gonna happen quite yet.
Do you have any tickets for any of the big fair shows?
I might go. Well, the president might go to the Elvis show at the fair.
Yeah.
It's an Elvis show.
Yep, there's an Elvis show this year.
Now, do you do Elvis at all, Big J?
I can definitely do Elvis impressions. Oh.
I can see you in an Elvis suit. Oh yeah. You could do that.
I could.
Yes, you could. Yes, you could. Fireworks were invented in China centuries ago. Yes, they were.
Oh yeah, I've seen so many fireworks in all different cities.
It's interesting that colors. How do they create the colors and
yeah,
And
that they burst?
I mean, the colors it's different chemicals, but to me, the really amazing thing is when they do shapes.
Yeah.
Like, how do you get it to blow up in a shape like that?
Like
Right?
Stacy remembers last year, Big J, when you saw Jeff Durham.
no Jeff Dunham, Big J. Well, Jeff Dunham was at the fair last year, so I don't know where Jeff Dunham's going to be this year for the, but.
Oh, Ron likes peach schnapps. What? What's the drink with peach schnapps? Oh,
Sex on a beach.
It's something sickening.
Yeah.
Joanne saw fireworks in Maine. Yeah.
Stacy wants some of Ron's peach schnapps. If you two weren't so far apart, I'd say get together and have a shot. But
isn't there some in Woo Woo's? Isn't there? I think
might
there's some.
be.
I think it's Woo Woo, peach schnapps, cranberry, and
let's see, the Woo Woo cocktail.
Ooh, cocktail.
Vodka, peach schnapps, cranberry juice, and a lime wedge.
Oh yeah. We've had a few of those, Russell.
Just a couple.
Of course, as president, I'll definitely do some speeches at some of the shows and in person as well.
I don't think you're president. I think you're dictator. I think that's what it is.
Sounded like it.
Flower
Fan
fan
wants to join in. We may have to have an Amber convention somewhere and bring peach schnapps.
Yeah.
Maybe wherever PolCon is next year.
Got Stacy in California, Ron in Tennessee, and Flower Fan in Ohio. Oh, Fuzzy Navel. Yes, that was yes. The Fuzzy Navel. and Sex on the Beach. You can't remember Sex on the Beach, Malta? I'm still cleaning sand out.
But other than that, the service was just amazing. I was glad
Yeah.
to be there.
It was good to see you at the memorial service for Mike and Marguerite.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
It was such an emotional day for me that day. And
Yep.
lots of hugging, lots of hugging.
Yeah. No, there was a lot of people there, like over 200 people. Good food, cash bar. Yeah.
Containers too.
Yeah. A couple singers. Yeah. It was very nice. Yeah. Peach Schnapps Convention. Come to Beaver Pond. We'll have that in Beaver Pond. Oh. All right, Leah, another chapter. Just got an email from Pourquoi Past Players, a local theater company, who will be doing an audio drama of Dracula. It'll be released as a podcast in several episodes. I got cast, so excited. Good for you, Leah. What character? Who are you portraying?
Yeah, I'd like to hear more about that.
Yeah, Flower Fan says congrats. Rain through our whole fourth evening. Well, Ron, you always seem to have that dark cloud over you.
Well, it kind of rained on the fourth too a little bit, but then
it sprinkled. Yeah, it did sprinkle, but that's too bad. Now, we didn't know about Burlington, if it was going to be too cloudy or if the smoke from Canada was going to come over. But it wasn't bad. It cleared up, and it was a good show.
Yeah, it was. Yes.
And Jessica says yes. I've never heard Jessica say no. So I don't know what you're saying yes to.
I don't know, but she likes it. Whatever it is.
A Baltimore oops. Mark, Baltimore bitches. Well, welcome. All right. That's 2 from Maryland tonight, Maryland.
Yes. Well, I think Joanne says it was nice in Maine. That's good.
Yeah. Merlot. Okay.
Oh, it was also great to see Jack at the the service as well. I was surprised to finally meet him.
Oh yeah. Oh, that was the first time you had met Jack?
Yep.
Yeah.
So here's a hint for you, Amber.
Oh my yes, Mark. We did a show called, oh my God. We were it was the opposite of nonsense. It was 5 friars.
Yeah, what is that?
Monkey business. Monkey business.
Yes.
Monkey business.
Yeah.
Got it.
Oh God, that was fun. Hey Mark, good to hear from you. Thank you.
So was that you did that in Burlington, right?
Yeah, at Pearls. In the cast was myself as Bob, Mike, Johnny, Craig, and Mark, and JJ was the accompanist.
So I thought JJ was involved in that one.
Yeah, and Michael Glynn did the props and all that stuff. It was a fun show.
Howdy to you, Mark.
Oh, that's funny. CO2 alarm and fire alarm call with smoke showing. Well,
be safe out there.
Kenny, you go. But if it gets boring, remember, just go on YouTube and you can watch past shows of Amber Live. That's you're the boss. You can do that. Yeah, go get him, Kenny. Yeah,
take the fire out. Woo!
Yeah, thank you for doing that. That's very nice.
So Leah's going to be in an audio production of Dracula. And she's playing a vampire woman, a townsperson of Whitby, and Sister Agatha.
Ooh, that means you have to have 3 different voices for all the different people, Leah.
So,
that's great.
So Leah, I have been to Whitby, and I've seen the ruins of the cathedral there. So I've traced. I've also been to Transylvania.
Transylvania.
So and actually, right now I've been reading Dracula. There is an online service. It's free. It's called Dracula Daily, and because Dracula is written as diary entries and letters, everything has a date on it. And so, and I did this last year too. So on the day of each letter or diary entry, they email you that chapter and you read that. So it starts in May and runs into November. Like you just, and sometimes you forget about it because like 2 weeks will go by and then all of a sudden there's another chapter.
Yeah, Stacy has faith in you, Leah.
Yep.
Yep, so do I.
Yep,
Hey, Joanne. Good to see you.
that's great. That is great.
Ooh.
I may go see a production of Steel Magnolias this weekend. I haven't decided if I will or not, but I haven't seen it for a while. It's a good one. I saw it, and it was hilarious. My theater company built a stage downstairs at 135 Pearl when we did a cabaret type show there. Robert Toms was a charmed. Yes, he was. Yep. You saw Monkey Business. So we put that show. Jerry from Ohio directed us.
Yep.
And we put that show together in like 2 weeks. Oh, we were young. We were in our 30s. We could do stuff like that. It's oh, that was fun. Can you
Stacey,
send the link, please?
The vampire thing. I will see if I can find it. If I can't, it's just Dracula Daily.
I'll have to take a look at that and see what that's like.
Uh-oh, we've got someone new in here.
Yes.
Oh, that's my friend Audrey.
Oh, good. All right. Very good. Thank you, Big J, for putting the word out to your friends.
Yeah, of course. Hi, Audrey. Good to see you, girl. Good to see you.
Now, how do you know Audrey?
She has Williams syndrome, just like I have Williams syndrome.
Yeah. Okay.
And she's from Long Beach, California.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
All right. Leah says, I think so too. I did a live radio play version of A Christmas Carol last year. I was Belle, Scrooge's ex, a charity woman, one of the guests at Fred's party, and a Skeety, old pickpocket lady. Skeety. I haven't heard that word, Skeety. That's interesting. All right. Well, how would you define Skeety, people? Leah, you back off. Don't go give us the answer. Let someone else. How would you describe Skeety?
I'm going to guess it's kind of like skeevy, but.
I was going to say skeezy.
Skeezy?
Is it skeezy or skeevy?
I don't know.
Well, different parts of the country or world probably say it differently. Yeah. Oh, there's the link there in the.
Direct this.
It's in the comments. So if you want to get it, go ahead. Okay, let's see. Sketchy and sleazy together. Yeah, that's about it. Sketty might be seedy. Yeah, we're covering a lot there. Just looking at the likes and the hearts up there. A lot of people are watching who aren't checking in, but I appreciate you for watching. But we'd love to know where you're coming from.
Yeah,
where are you watching? Yes, I'm in Vermont. Big J's in Vermont. Russell's in New York. We've also had people from, let me get this right, California, Montana, Florida, Maryland, Tennessee, Illinois, Ohio, Newfoundland. Am I missing anyone? Vermont, New York, Maryland, New York. Well, maybe a few more. Yep. But thank you for watching tonight. We're here the first Wednesday of every month talking like this, but you can watch our show every Sunday at 8 o'clock Eastern, or it's always on the YouTube channel. We've got like 1,300 individual clips on our YouTube channel. Some are full-length interviews, some are full-length shows from Sunday night, some are individual interviews, some are just individual parts. You'll see Rusty Peen, you'll see Rocco Zamboni, you'll see Dwayne Scott Cerny, the Beaver Pond Players. A lot is on our YouTube channel. So if you're bored and you want a good chuckle, go onto the YouTube channel.
Even if you're not bored.
Yeah.
What the heck are you gonna do?
Oh, thank you, Timmy. It's going to be a great show. Yeah, yeah.
You betcha.
Yeah. I was really happy with last Sunday's show with the drag queens from Provincetown.
And they were great.
Yeah.
It was amazing to watch that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Leah weighed in.
Okay. Skeet is a Newfoundland term. A skeet is a hard ticket. Someone always getting into trouble and usually committing petty crime.
Oh my.
So would you say that Big J is skeety?
Yeah, yeah. Big J's a skeet. He's a skeet.
Oh.
And as president of the fan club, he will be bringing an end to skeets.
Well, as the member of the Amber LeMay fan club, I always spread positivity and love.
Oh,
You do.
good for you.
Yes.
Casey is right that skeety is sketchy. Yep, that sounds good. Yep, Maryland is now sanctuary state for trans people who need hormone medication. Good. You know, Maryland is a positive place. I've heard the governor talk, and that's a good place.
And right down there by all those other states that are not.
Oh, don't cross the border. Yeah. All right. One more shout out for this Sunday night show, where we have a great we have Josh Edlow, who's a lawyer, who's a Mormon, who's a father, he's a pro wrestler, and he has a podcast. And we have a link to that podcast on our website. So you can go there and listen to how I talk to him, because, you know, he asked me some very interesting questions that I had to think about, and I was very honest in saying. So if you want to hear a little different side of Amber, go listen to that podcast. That's good. And then we have Juicy Garland is back. A few weeks ago, she was on the show a couple months ago to talk about her problems hosting Drag Story Hour and the Proud Boys coming to attack. And then just 2 weeks ago, we reported on Amber Live in our news briefs about how that happened again. So she's going to tell us about the Proud Boys. We've got video where they're standing outside these windows with masks on and hats, so you can't recognize them. And they have the Nazi salute, and they're shouting terrible things. It's just frightening. But we're going to talk about that. And plus, I've got my news briefs, my rant, altercations, and you know, a lot of times in altercations, I say, I haven't heard of any drag queens being arrested for any of this stuff. Well, someone contacted us through social media and says, oh, here's one. So I'm going to announce that too. So, altercations could be interesting this week. So it's all Sunday night, 8 o'clock Eastern, or Kenny, anytime on Amber Live on YouTube. So hope to see you then.
All right. Thank you, everyone.
As Amber LeMay fan club, I just want to say thank you all so much for being your president, and remember to stay positive and send love to Amber Live, because you never know what you're going to watch.
Thank you very much. And also, thank you very much. I just want to say, yes, they do, but not in a good way. So thank you very much, Mark. It's great to hear from you. Thank you.
All right,
thank you very much.
Bye.
See you Sunday. See you
Sunday night.